-8 as in the synthetic division process because that's what made a plus 8 0. Then we chose these 4 coefficients in order and watch the process of synthetic division happen. And if you haven't got 6.5 done yet, these are several of the problems in 6.5. The majority of the problems use synthetic division. So you drop the 3, then you start the multiplication process. And I like synthetic because you're always just adding. First you drop, multiply, then add down. In long division, it's not so simple. There's more to it. I don't want to confuse you right now to it with it, but yeah. Since I added 28 and negative 24, I got 4. Now I multiply -8 and 4, I get a negative 32. Then I add those two together. Then I multiply -8 times 3, negative 24. Add those two together. Now this is a little different than what you did in the homework because the homework had you put the quotient and then multiplied. They had the divisor there and then they added the remainder. And here they want you to just write the quotient with a polynomial, 3x squared. Since I divided, oh, it's a, sorry. Did that to me earlier. 3a squared. Since I divided a into a to the third, that's why it's an a squared. For a, where to get my pluses, that's the signs of these coefficients, right? And then they have it written remainder -7. Okay, that's how they have, just like in 4th grade, when you put the remainder as a capital R number. So one that matches all the coefficients, and so be careful because there's some with some of the coefficients, so you have to be very critical eyes, educated eyes, and so D is the result. Had some good questions this morning. Somebody asked me where these numbers came from. Remember, it's always the result of multiplying. You write the answer above. You add. It's different, nothing you've ever done before, that's for sure. It's just like learning anything new. When you first learned division in 4th grade, it was pretty strange. And the only way you're going to be successful is wrestling with the work. So we're dividing with the 3 in the rows next because that's what makes a minus 3 0. If you don't see a coefficient, it's a 1. I hope that you catch that truth. Then a -4, then a -1, then a 6. So this is a great example because a lot of times no number confuses us. Remember to drop the 1, multiply by the 3, add down, multiply by the 3, add down, multiply by the 3. That doesn't look right. 1, 3, minus 36. Yep, something's wrong. Okay, 3 times it. Oh, haha! Have you ever multiplied and added by mistake? You guys ever done that? 1 times 1 is 2, right? 3 times a -1 is a -3. Then I get the -4. 3 times a -4 is a -12. And I get a -6 as remainder. Now there's a couple of polynomials with the remainder of the -6, so don't count that to find your answer. Just know how to write this out. It's a again, a squared minus a minus 4, remainder -6. So that was close, close, close. D is the answer. Division, synthetic. You got those down? in, here we go. Okay, a couple more. Just higher powers, it looks like maybe, not really, not even. 37 is just the third power. So that's just another opportunity to show me you understand synthetic division. That's why we have tests. Opportunities to show yourself and your teacher what you understand about synthetic division. Okay. Here's my story. It goes faster. The more you play the game, you know that. So it was a v cubed divided by a v, so that guy is the 4v squared term, minus 10v minus 10. Remainder, negative 6. But there was only one with that remainder. Just want to make sure your terms are right, and have a nice day. Okay? 38, I'm going to have to write squeezy. There's a lot of terms here, but I think we'll be okay. Divisor of 10. 7, negative 64, negative 52, negative 72, negative 82. There you go. Thankfully, I'm multiplying by 10, so I won't need to crack out the calculator yet. Drop the 7, add positive 6. Add positive 8. Positive 8 again. That's interesting. Negative 2 finally. So this is a p. So this is p to the third, p squared, 8p plus 8. So I can write my little, take my coefficients and write my polynomial right there. Hey, it is. Here you go. Sit. Fold that up. And we will. This one is, if you remember those from the homework, if it was a factor, the remainder is 0 after you divide. And if it's not a factor, it means the remainder is not equal to 0. So that's what you're looking for. So you got a 50-50 chance. But, yeah. So you could divide wrong and still be right if you still get a 0 or, yeah, like that. So just practice the division. I'm going to go ahead and write it to the side since I got space there. So here's my synthetic division. I chose synthetic division because, the time crunch is real. Want you to have an opportunity to be able to try all the parts of this module, 73 and 70. Okay, big numbers, big numbers. So I'm multiplying by 10 again, yay. goes fast. So it's a yes. That is a remainder of 0. So that binomial, x minus 10, is a factor of this polynomial given. Thankfully, you do not have to factor the rest. And that's what the homework did. The homework is meant to bring you a challenge so that when you're assessed on it, you are ready for the game. And it definitely does do that. Everybody gets all their parts and pieces for, see that, number 39. So you know which one to mark now, okay? You know what a yes means, you know what a no means. So we're dividing by 7. This is the one I made the fatal error on this morning. You know how it is. It's those mistakes we tend to remember. Okay, so I have 2, negative 24, 79, negative 64, 13, and negative 43. Am I even in the picture yet? Going off the edge. Oh, I'm okay. Negative 43. There we go. So maybe you will never make this mistake. Maybe you'll never not drop down that first. But hopefully, I'm hoping you won't, but it has happened to me too many times. Okay, 7 times 2 is 14, negative 10. And if you do it wrong, you get in these big monster numbers, you know, ooh, back up this truck. Negative 10 times 7, negative 70. 9. 7 times 9, 63. Yay, negative 1. 7 times a negative 1 is a negative 7, 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Oh, close, but it's a no. Because it's not, the remainder's not 0. So it is not a factor of that polynomial. I don't know what it is, but it's not. B minus 7. That is the end of the review. So let me know how I can help you individually. That would be great.